All right, so how do we take clicks on your ad and turn them into conversions? This is going to be the simplest video that you ever watch on this topic. Basically, all that you need to understand is there are 4 things. You get these 4 things right and your ads will convert. You don't get these 4 things right and you're going to be stuck in hell, and you're going to keep on trying things and optimizing things, and you're going to wonder why things don't work, and you're going to start to feel like Google Ads is a scam. And I don't want that to happen to you. All right, so the first thing that you need to do is just look at these 4 things. That's it. We need to make sure that you're on the right ad type. We need to make sure that you have the right ad settings. We want to make sure that your website is good, and we want to make sure that your offer is good. If you have all these 4 things in alignment, my friend, trust me, I've worked with over 100 entrepreneurs. Your ads are going to convert. If anything is out of order here, you're always going to feel stuck. All right, so let's talk about the first one. And the first one is your ad type. Now, if you're doing any sort of lead generation where somebody comes onto your website, has to fill out a form and basically contact you that way, you want to run search ads, okay? That is your traditional Google AdWords. You want to run those because they have the highest chance of converting, and they're also going to bring you the highest quality lead. Now, if you have an online store, and this is where somebody has to take out their credit card and make a payment on your store, like you're selling furniture or you're selling books or you're selling, I don't know, you're selling something, then you want to run Performance Max or you want to run a Google Shopping ad. If you are selling a physical object that you ship to the person, then you want to be running Google Shopping ads. All right. And the last type of business, if you are in the info space, like you're a coach or a course creator, or you're selling something where you basically have to coach somebody up, you want to be running your video ads. This is also why Facebook ads work really well. You can do the exact same thing with YouTube video ads, and they are cost effective as well. But you don't want to use search ads, because if you use search ads, you're just going to burn through all your money. All right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure you're on the right ad type. The second thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that you have the correct ad settings. Now, I will say this one thing, and this is one thing that I want you to keep in mind. Paying more for your clicks does not mean you are going to get a higher quality click from Google. Google is going to send you as much garbage traffic as possible, because once Google gets somebody to click on your ads, they get paid. They don't care. So while you're adding negative keywords, while you're trying to figure out things, always keep that in mind, that adding more and paying more is not actually going to result in you getting better results. I want you to think about it this way. Imagine you have a jewelry store. And imagine you let 1,000 random people into your jewelry store. They might not buy anything because they might not be able to afford jewelry. Adding more people in, if you add 10,000 people, 100,000 people, yeah, the chances of you getting a conversion or a sale is this tiny, because you've got the wrong people in your jewelry store. What you want to do instead is say, I'm only going to let 10 people in, but I want those 10 people to be able to afford my stuff. Right? And so what you want to do is you want to make sure you have the right ad settings. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to cover ad settings in this entire video. We can talk broad match, phrase match, exact match. We can talk bidding strategies. But the main thing I want you to understand here, and the main reason why I see entrepreneurs get lost here, is they think by increasing their daily budget and paying for more clicks that the ads are going to start converting. It's not going to happen. What I want you to do is check out my Google Ads setup cheat sheet. It's linked down below. I've got 22 settings that you need to set up your ad. It's only going to cost you like $10. Make sure you get it. Link is in the description below. All right. That's the second thing. The third thing that we need to talk about is your website. I find entrepreneurs spend 80% of their time here in ad settings, and they spend too little time on these other things. Now, here's the problem. If you're spending all your time on your ad settings, it doesn't matter if you have the best ad settings in the world. If your website is set up wrong, you're still not going to get the conversion, right? So when you do set up your website, this is the one thing that I want you to keep in mind. You want to provide decision-making information, not just information, right? When I land on your website page, the same page your ad is pointing to, I should have all the information I need on that specific page to make a decision. So I need to know who you are, your experience, what are the benefits of working with you, and what are some of the commonly asked questions. That's it. As soon as you get into your process, and as soon as you start talking about yourself, and as soon as you go over your history and stuff like that, you've lost them. You know why? Because the average website visitor is only going to spend 52 seconds on your website. You have 52 seconds to get somebody to say yes to you. That means this person is not going to go on your home page and then your services page and then your about us page and then your contact us page. Then they're going to go to your testimonial page and then they're going to look at the projects that you've done and then they're going to look at your portfolio. It's not going to happen. What they're going to do is they're going to go onto your website, look for the relevant information for them to make a decision. And if they don't find that, they're going to go and click on the next Google ad. So here, the most important rule is that when you send them to a page, you should be able to read that entire page in 52 seconds. And most of the time, that's a landing page. Now we've got an excellent roast on landing pages, and you can find that. I think I'm going to link the video over here where we actually go through entrepreneurs' landing pages and we show them what to add and what to take away. But basically, it boils down to this. If your website is giving them too much information, they're not going to make a decision. You want to give them as little information as possible, but make it so that that information is enough for them to make the decision to work with you. Once you get them on a call and once you get them on email, you can explain the rest of your offer and how everything works, that sort of stuff. All right, so we've covered 1, 2, 3. The last thing we need to talk about is your offer. This is the most neglected thing in digital marketing. This is why people are stuck, and this is why people are not making money with their ads, because they don't focus on their offer. Instead, they focus on all of this stuff, right? So you can have all of this right. If you get this wrong, you're still going to lose the sale. You're still going to lose the lead. Now, when I say offer, I'm talking about you saying stuff like book a free call with us or get a free quote from us. Everybody is saying that. So what happens is somebody looks at that and goes, well, you're saying book a free call. This guy says book a free call. You see it with marketing agencies as well. All of them say book a free audit. And every single audit that a digital marketing agency is going to do is going to tell you, oh yeah, you should really hire us. So in other words, when they see free call or free offer, they think, oh, you're going to put me on the sales call and you're going to put me under pressure to buy your product. Nobody wants that. All right. So we have to find smarter ways to phrase our offer. So you can say stuff like book a complimentary consultation. You can say stuff like get your custom electrical quotation today. Something that doesn't sound like free call. If you do that, you'll automatically notice you start getting more leads, because people associate free calls and free bookings with being under pressure. It's the same call you're doing, but you have to phrase it in such a way that it comes across friendly, that it comes across helpful, and that it comes across like you actually want to help them. For example, you might see below this video, I say something like, book a call with me and fix your ads, or book a ads consultation session with me. The reason why I'm using all of those words is because I'm getting away from free call. As soon as I say the word free call, somebody's going to think, Devon wants to sell me something. I'm not going to jump on the call. So in closing, if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, you're not going to have a problem with ads and your ads are going to convert. If you don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, you're always going to feel stuck and you're always going to have more clicks than you will, or you might not even have any conversions. All right, now I've got another video where I break down what exactly to write in your ad. And what I'm going to do is I'll link it over here, but I want you to just remember this because it's going to change your life. It's going to change the way that you run ads. All right, see you in the next one. Peace.